Hey guys, I'm Ryan King, and this is Every Yard. Um, this is what to expect. The 2015-2016 Buccaneers gave Bucs fans plenty of hope for the future. A strong offensive nucleus that included second-year quarterback Jameis Winston, star running back Doug Martin, and ascending talent Mike Evans, all taking the field at once, will be the focal point of this team once again. However, the offseason was dedicated to improving the defense that ranked 26th in the league last year. In the offseason, they cut Brent Grimes, Robert Ayers, Vernon Hargreaves, and Noah Spence, all guys that should improve this defense. Um, and that's adding to a defense that already included a few stars, such as Levante David, Gerald McCoy, Juquez Smith, and fourth round pick Quan Alexander. And you can see why the Bucs are starting to be viewed as a dark horse candidate. So let's take a look at the Buccaneers offense. First of all, Jameis Winston, Heisman Trophy winner in college, stole the show his rookie year, throwing for 4,023 yards as well as 22 touchdowns. His 15 interceptions is a little bit of an off-putter, but it is not enough to stop me from targeting him in fantasy football. He also ran for 200 yards and scored 6 touchdowns on the ground. And that should only improve this season, as it is reported he has slimmed down about 20 pounds in the offseason. Next up, we're going to do Doug Martin. Doug Martin is kind of hard to read, you know. His rookie season, he ran for 1,400 yards, had 11 touchdowns. But then for the next two seasons, although he's reported to have been injured that entire time, he only ran for 400 yards both seasons. But last year, he did run for another 1,400 yards and 6 touchdowns. In his contract year, Muscle Hamster is definitely an interesting talent, and he will either shine or he's going to be a huge disappointment for the Bucs after giving him that huge contract. The offensive line, they got a couple young studs in Donovan Smith and Ali Marpet. That's going to be in charge of protecting and leading the way for both Winston and Martin. Catching the ball this year, they're going to have a majority of Mike Evans, Vincent Jackson, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, and Cameron Brate. Now, Mike Evans struggled with drops last year and had some issues in the red zone, and Cameron Brate took over while Seferian-Jenkins was injured for the better part of the year. And for this offense to reach its potential, Jenkins and Evans will have to step up this year and play how they're supposed to. Switching to the other side of the ball, the defense is ready to improve from 26th last year to one in the better half of the league, maybe top 16. The pass rush improved majorly with the addition of Robert Ayers and Noah Spence to go along with stud player Gerald McCoy and Juquez Smith. The linebacking core is mostly the same, but that is definitely nothing to complain about when you have a star like Levante David and a rising star such as Quan Alexander. So the cornerback situation, last year it was the worst in the league. But it's definitely going to improve this year. They went and snagged Brent Grimes from the Miami Dolphins and got a very similar player in Vernon Hargreaves, who is ready to lock down receivers. And both those guys are from Florida already, so they didn't have to move far. It's good for them. It's good for the franchise because they've already got now Florida fans and probably some Miami fans. Okay, I'm expecting the Buccaneers to be much improved this season, but still finish third in the division. The NFC South is definitely not as bad as it was a couple seasons ago when no teams finished above 500. But I still think they're going to go 7-9 against a much harder schedule than last season, finishing one game behind the Falcons and two behind the Panthers. Things are looking up for the Bucs, though. Jameis Winston, Mike Evans, and Doug Martin are all players to target in fantasy football. Do not leave them off your team. They're all stars. Thank you for watching Every Yard. See you next time.